Hello, I'm coming to you tonight with a prayer request for a friend and a fellow subscriber, longtime subscriber to my channel here, Lorraine. She's in the middle of a struggle with a health crisis, and I can only tell you that she's fighting the good fight, in and out of the hospital. And I asked her if she mind if I post a prayer request on my channel, and she's no, by all means, and she wouldn't mind that at all. And I'll tell you that Lorraine is a fellow sister of Christ, a very powerful spiritual woman, devout Catholic, and a very, very powerful spiritual woman. I think she has her own YouTube channel as well. But I don't need to really tell you what's going on with her health. I don't think it's necessary. God knows what's going on with her health better than she or her doctor do. So there's no need to, in my way of seeing things, there's no need to go on about details that we don't really even know, do we? We're asking for prayer requests to God, and in my way of seeing things, there's no need to give God details, as He knows the details much better than me, her doctor, herself. Considering praying for each other and praying for healing. I thought I'd do a couple verses that have to do with this, because there's power in the Word. There is power in the Word. The written Word, the Bible, the living Word. I'd rather let it speak more than me, honestly. James 5:16 says, "Confess your faults to one another, and pray one for another, that you may be healed. The effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much." And that's obviously the King James Version with that 1600 English. But James 5:16, "Confess your faults to one another, and pray one for another, that you may be healed. The effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much." And we're made righteous through the blood of Christ. So pray fervently for one another. And I ask for your fervent prayers for Lorraine's healing. Along the lines of me saying I don't really need to tell you what's going on with her health, I don't know a lot. I don't ask a lot of questions. She's been a subscriber to this channel for a number of years, and we've corresponded back and forth over the years, sharing our spiritual stories. And we know we've fallen in and out of communication. And now I understand that she's in a desperate struggle, and she's courageously fighting the good fight. So, one other reading, one that I can relate to, this army centurion, where he also, like myself, we don't need to tell God what He needs to do. He has the authority. He has the authority and the knowledge. So, Luke 7:1-10. "After he had finished all his sayings, he being Jesus, in the hearing of the people, he entered Capernaum. Now a centurion had a servant who was sick and at the point of death, who was highly valued by him being the centurion. When the centurion heard about Jesus, he sent to him elders of the Jews, asking him to come and heal his servant. And when they came to Jesus, they pleaded with him earnestly, saying, 'He is worthy to have you do this for him, for he loves our nation, and he is the one that built us our synagogue.' And Jesus went with them. When he was not far from the house, the centurion sent friends, saying to him, 'Lord, do not trouble yourself, for I am not worthy to have you come under my roof. Therefore I did not presume to come to you. But say the word, and let my servant be healed. For I too am a man set under authority, with soldiers under me. I say to one, go, and he goes, and to another, come, and he comes, and to my servant, do this, and he does it. When Jesus heard these things, he marveled at him, and turning to the crowd that followed him, he said, I tell you, not even in Israel have I found such faith. And when those that had been sent returned to the house, they found the servant well. The servant believed he had faith. God knows what's wrong with his servant. God knows what's wrong with Lorraine. And we don't need to lecture God on the details, do we? Think about it. I don't mean to laugh, but you know, I picked up that a crowd followed Jesus because they wanted to see a healing, you know. Who wouldn't? I definitely would. You know, it'd be something. I tend to repeat myself in my videos when I watch the ones, even the ones I post. I'm like, oh, I already said that twice. Start thinking I'm losing it. Maybe I'm losing it. But I deliberately repeat the scriptures because there's power in the Word. There's power in the Word. And the Word being the Word of God, the Bible, the written Word. And I'd rather let this has the authority. This has the authority. So I deliberately read the scriptures at least twice to let them speak. So once again, Luke 7, 1 through 10. After he, being Jesus, had finished all his sayings in the hearing of the people, he entered Capernaum. Now a centurion had a servant who was sick and at the point of death, who was highly valued by him. When the centurion heard about Jesus, he sent to him elders of the Jews, asking him to come and heal his servant. And when they came to Jesus, they pleaded with him earnestly, saying, he is worthy to have you do this for him, for he loves our nation. And he is the one who built us our synagogue. And Jesus went with them. When he was not far from the house, the centurion sent friends, saying to Jesus, Lord, do not trouble yourself, for I am not worthy to have you come under my roof. Therefore I did not presume to come to you. But say the word, and let my servant be healed. For I too am a man set under authority, with soldiers under me. And I say to one, go, and he goes, and to another, come, and he comes. And to my servant, do this, and he does it. When Jesus heard these things, he marveled at him, and turning to the crowd that had followed him, said, I tell you, not even in Israel have I found such faith. And when those that had been sent returned to the house, they found the servant well. So I'll let that speak for itself. Now I would say a prayer here, but I've already said my prayers for Lorraine, and I know you that are inclined to pray for Lorraine's healing will do it on your own, in your own way. And I don't really feel the need or purpose for me to sit here and pray under this, for this, because I've already said my prayer for her healing. And God's presence be with her. I let her know that I was making this video and asked her to look for it sometime tonight. It takes a long time for me to post these on the internet because my connection here is real slow. And it takes hours just to post these videos, really. Sometimes almost a day. It's that slow here. So if you look for Lorraine in the comments. Say hello to her, please, and maybe check out her own YouTube site. I'm not sure I'm going to check it out myself, but I know I've been corresponding with her through the years, and she has some amazing, powerful stories, honestly, and insight. And so check it out. It'll be uploaded sometime tonight, this video. But, you know, this is all done virtually. You know, on my camera here in my dining room. And God's virtual, our prayers are virtual. Think about it. You know, we say prayers virtually. This prayer request is sent virtually to you. Our prayers to God are also virtually sent to God. And God is always online for us. That connection never goes down. What a high-speed connection that is. All done on His own will and His own timing. His will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And His timing. So, there you have it. That's all. God bless each of you. I think I'm going to post, well, I don't know what next. But this is a prayer request for Lorraine's healing. And look for Lorraine in the comments and say hello. That's all I have. God bless you all.